Illegal mining continues to be a concern in some parts of the country. Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency says the act is becoming a threat to tourists and wildlife. Law enforcement agencies are promising to work around the clock to address this matter. It's alleged that the heavily armed zamas hide within the parks and are also involved in illegal hunting. To discuss this further, we're joined by Mpumalanga Tourism Victor Mashego. Thank you very much, Mr. Mashego, for your time here on eNCA. Just describe to me exactly practically why you're saying it's illegal zamas who are taking advantage of this particular act.
Yeah, look, I think the serious onus is also on us because we have what we call mine dumps, which were our previous areas which were mining areas long ago. But through the laws, they then became part of environmental spaces, gazetted. So they become an area where mining cannot happen. But unfortunately, I think due to pressures of the world, the Jumas have now seen this as an opportunity to probably put food in their table or as an opportunity to do something. So I think that's the background of what we have as MTBA, are mining dams that are there, and it is believed that they have economic value when they mine them.
And you also mentioned that you took an expedition around many countries and spoke to many tourists in other countries as well. Exactly which countries were saying that they're concerned about this in South Africa and particularly in Mpumalanga?
Yeah, look, we had a visit through our triland agreement that we have with Eswatini and Mozambique. And we had interaction with their government in line with making sure that, of course, we promote tourism, but at the same time, we promote safe tourism. And we had a discussion with them on these issues that some of them, the guys that are arrested within those areas, are found to be undocumented people from those countries. So we were looking at what mechanism can we work on to make sure that we document everybody who's moving in between the countries. I think thus we also spoke of, I think, a new border that can be done in between Mozambique and Swaziland at the side of Mbozini to also make sure that there's proper accounting for the people that are entering the country.
And just lastly, you're saying that you also have partnered with the police in terms of fighting this. Exactly how is this partnership going to work? Because at the end of the day, it's also our immigration laws that have, brought us here today.
Yeah, I think that is why tomorrow we'll be hosting a tourism safety stakeholder in Bizo together with the Deputy Minister of Tourism, our MEC in the province, including the Deputy Minister of Police, because it's not like we don't have systems as we speak. We do. We have our Tourism Safety Forum, which then works closely with the police, the private sector, and so forth, which exists already in terms of making sure that tourism crime doesn't happen. But this one seemed to be a new dynamic because it happens within our park. So I think we need a greater relation, as you say, beyond just SAPS. We need to bring in the Department of Home Affairs. But further than that, I think we should bring the Department of Minerals and Energy because we see this also as an opportunity for how do we really make sure that this mining happens so that people cannot access our park and in that also poach our animals, So we need to work closely with them. We, I think, as a board, together through our, I think, relation with the provincial government of economic, we have taken a stance to say, look, we should look at really coming up with a proper solution to make sure that this is not seen largely as a threat, rather as an opportunity also for economic development, because this stockpiles, or should I say the mining tails, are there and are present. and do have economic value. So I think working together closely with the other departments will then speedily make sure that we deal with them, turn them into economic. And I think lastly, it's because it comes when also as an MTPA, Tourism and Parks Agency, we've looked at the issue of poaching to say, look, it then also becomes our responsibility to turn a poacher into a professional hunter rather than trying to always catch them. Rather, we also turn these poachers into professional hunters, turn that illegal miner into a proper mining company.
All right. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us here on eNCA. That was Mpumalanga Tourism's Victor Mashego. Now,